Okay. Let's hope this works, because it's been that long since I've done this, and I don't get all of my PC tools. I just get the basic app on my phone.
We don't have time to show you around.
Shut up. No, I'm just collecting up all the weapons and that before I go to New Game Plus. Because I would really like to be a high rank, because I still get fucking destroyed with my armor.
Keeper, Aurea said that I should compete in the trials here.
Aurea did? She's never sent someone before. And what is your reason for training? I would ask this of any Banuk who attempted the trials.
I'm going to challenge Aratak to become chieftain of Iswarak.
Well, you better get started then.
From when I was gonna get stressed. Alright. What trials do you have?
Trial, and I'll tell you what it entails.
Oh, fuck, these sound like hell.
The control trial tests a hunter's ability to rein in the Stormslinger's power. Only the wisest understand these shamanic weapons, and only the bravest wield them. We'll start when you hit the snow at the bottom of that rope. We'll need a moment to pull the machines from the pass into the arenas. Then make your descent.
Oh, this is not going to go well. You can take my fucking sling slot.
If I'm gonna prove myself in these trials, I should do it fair and square.
I've never used this weapon before. I was gonna insult it, because it seemed like it would be a very basic weapon. I take back any form of insult I had any potential of laying towards this thing. Apart from the fact it's gonna be eating into my echo shells. I see why Vranos was very iffy about this. So about those insults. I no longer wish to withhold said insults. Ow. I need to get a hold of a rope caster too. I have one, but if I'm gonna go Shadow Tier, fuck it, I'm going full Shadow Tier. Get ready for an insult.
On your first attempt. That's true. You shouldn't be underestimated. The Onslaught trial challenges a hunter to withstand the ebb and flow of combat. Machines will be released into the arenas in waves. Pace yourself. Strategize. Only
Shit
then
tons of
will you
blaze.
be able to defeat them all without being overwhelmed. I'll start counting after you've taken the rope down. We'll need a moment to pull the machines from the pass into the arenas. Then make your descent.
I beat a champion's time. That should get the Werak talking. In fact...
I don't have anything better. Fuck.
I'll bet my name's all over Song's Edge. Might be time to challenge Aratak. New arena.
Shit. Sounds like armor when you're handling artillery. Better hit the next arena. Damn. If I get the uphill advantage, I can do strike from above. Ow, my fucking ribs! Tripcast, forgive me for all the times I've sinned against you! I still remember when I first had the Tripcaster, I thought it was fucking nothing. Now it's everything, except for fucking corrupted machines. We'll get to that when I actually put in an effort to reviewing this DLC. I refuse to compliment the fucking new machines. Except for the Snowclaw. Snowclaw was fun. Snowclaw was interesting to fight. Okay, so they did clean up the arenas. There.
Your first run on that trial and you claimed second place. I haven't seen many pull that off.
I'm done with training right now.
And training's done with you.
I mean, for second place, that's not much. It's the part where I tell you I'm right next to a trader. Perfection. Fuck it, what's the chieftain's trial?
The best hunters are the ones who come back. This trial is the most dangerous ordeal in the Snow Chance. While not all chieftains pass it, only a chieftain may attempt it.
Fuck!
No more trials. Not yet.
Can always come back.
So they give you an actual reason. Fuck me dead. I don't see how Brainer went through every fucking thing and got Blazing Suns. Fuck it, this'll be fun.
Easier when I was a kid.
I was gonna say, come on, Aloy. Not that old. Still, that first Sawtooth. It's not gonna stand much of a chance. only thing is I'm scared for what I will meet at the end of this game. The hardest difficulty is going to fuck me up. That's why I'm preparing. I have another tool in my field.
Bandits aren't subtle. Clearing them out would send a different kind of message.
What are you? Oh, fuck. I don't have Lee to take down for this shit. The alarm I might be able to take out right now.
This won't give me trouble anymore.
Oh, fuck's sake. I need the chain takedown in this. He is searching. Oh, he found my machine. You lot always do the hard lifting. Hard lifting? Heavy lifting.
I give up. They're gone. Bad shot.
Oh, bad things I work around horses. And I've had that nearly happen to me once. No, that alarm's still broken. Please don't be heavy. Good, you're a marksman. These two I would like to split up.
Is something out there?
Yes, and you're going to be the only one to investigate it. Therefore,
She's coming for her. Come on, gang. Damn tankers are here. Light the signal.
sure, you go for the signal. I'll start loading this shit. Please don't be another signal.
We don't rally. We're scrap.
Time for you to hurt.
Just so you know, this is the most aggressive I've been through a bandit camp.
I ain't afraid to kill.
before I've had them all run through choke points, and then I've had that and crit hit like that. Not fucking execute entire camp at once.
Who broke the signal?
Me. Feel free to attempt some form of punishment.
Try to run.
Mother. 60%. I'm gonna forgive the frozen ones a bit for giving me that plant. Scams me all you like, you bastards. Hey, I don't need fast travel packs anymore. I got the gold pack. Not a microtransaction, thankfully. Ruby's gonna be rolling in shards. Not literally, because that'll kill him. Kill him? That would kill me.
Finally.
Leader. Should have told Neil to come out here with me. Probably would have done it happily. Fuck. Shit! So let me guess, it's gonna be real big tough. Yeah, of course he is.
Smells peaceful. I hate peace. A lot of people die peacefully. Not me. I got a feeling. Search the camp. You missed a spot big enough for a trampler.
Am I hearing things?
Fuck. Please don't be captains. Okay, so he was just a warrior.
Like to hide, do ya? Let me show you what I like.
Did you find something or not? Oh no!
Quickly.
Pay attention, I'm...
These guys are one tap in my armor.
Sending you some. You won't survive this.
Not my cup of tea, lads. I wonder why I'm always out of blaze.
Or where that came from.
Mate. I was gonna say that didn't hit his back, did it? Fuck's this.
Hard shot.
Ow. Could we not play through the fire and the flames? Because I don't care. Oh, fuck, that did nothing. New Game Plus. But I'm planning on getting a level 60 before that shit. Fuck off!
Time
questioning you compared to the death machines right now. Too used to that noise. Like, sorry. Too used to it being something hostile, not my arm. Look, mate. I'm about to get staggered. Yeah, that's taking me. Fuck! Don't want to be near that.
This'll...
Let's not stagger me this time, bud.
He's down. He won't be torching anything else. The Oseram's fire weapon. Could come in handy.
Hold the fuck up. Is this... Originally I was going to be very harsh on this, like... It seemed quite limited to begin with, but... You start providing me with this shit. That's a lot of blaze, though. Hey, my Strider's here.
Where that came from.
That's not what he had. Should probably, give it a little extra touch of my own, shouldn't I?
Die! Die!
Groovy used war crimes. It was super effective. I want my... That's what I ended up equipping. Should have used that. I should have known I'd head out this way. The Nora Savage and Nil. Yoo-hoo.
I'm gonna shatter you.
No, you're not. My swing didn't start first time. Second time it did.
Won't be long before the Werak finds out I took out the bandit camp. But they must have heard of me by now. Nothing to stop me from calling Aratak out.
No. We aren't calling Aratak out yet. We have other things we want to play with. For example, that person. It's gonna make me call him out, isn't it? Fuck. This one, I think, is the close one.
We can talk or we can hunt.
Brandon jumps back on, we'll have to go back to World War Z. I'm not going to stream it because I don't trust its stability as is. Yeah. Oh, for... Yeah, the control tower does that. So that's one of the new features, control tower. Fucks up my super advanced fancy armor, fucks up my converted shit, and heals the demon machines. And the demon corruption is shit either way. Hi, bud.
Nearly there.
Oh, for fuck. Oh wow, you cut out my power armor. I don't give a fuck. Ishmael collectible.
I guess the old ones like these animals. Something tells me those are Bergren's missing hunters.
Fuck off. I'm not.
I don't suppose you three know an Osram and Song's edge called Bergren, do you?
Boys, that con artist sent an errand girl to collect what's owed to him.
I'm nobody's errand girl. Bergren asked me to help harvest parts. Or would you rather keep trying to sell him broken junk?
Broken junk? This pack will be on the move soon. No time to argue. If she's offering to help, we should accept it.
Fine. We're about to take down these machines. If you're so eager to help, then lead the way.
It's not a matter of leading the way. I want to fuck.
I can't feel much of anything in this.
Fuck's sake, I hate these damn machines. Plus that fucking Scorcher.
Tower took my shield. I need to bring this tower down.
Pretty sure I'm invulnerable while I'm doing this. Please have mercy on my soul. This should give us a second shock. Ah! Should trip wide first. Fuck's sake, I don't have. Ah, that's a no from me, Captain. Didn't use this first time I engaged one of these bastards. Mind you, he didn't have that fucking mine attack. For the fucking assholes they are, they're goddamn relentless. Come on, game. I should be able to get out of the water there. Thank fuck that one's down. Haha, fuck. That one I actually kind of approve of. That was a great blindside.
Good hunt.
Good hunt barely covers it, for fuck's sake. Scorcher!
Alright, Outlander. You want to talk about our deal with Bergrand? Let's talk.
Do me a favour.
That's done.
Acknowledge the fact that
Thanks
if you
for
attack
putting
me, I'm
Andy in a
skinning
fight.
you.
Thanks, I guess. Not that we needed your help. We are doing just fine without you.
You would have
That's
been
not the way
executed.
Bergrand tells it. He says you tried to settle up with him using a shattered Thunderjaw heart.
What? That's an exaggeration. It was only broken in two.
Urkai, we don't have time for this. Come on, boys, back to the hunt. We still need 2 more of Bergrand's components.
What's the rush?
We want out of these lands as soon as possible. That's all you need to know.
Why are you leaving the cut?
Well, we could go back to Banor. Let Undercut slit our throats.
By the blue light, Urkai. Why don't you just write our story in the snow for any passing hunter to read?
I just saved your asses.
We had a dispute with the chieftain of our old Werak. We thought someone else should have been in charge. He disagreed.
It seemed like a good time to move on, so we're traveling to the Sundom.
I'm just gonna do
From here
this.
to the Sundom. It's a long trip.
Seems
Okay,
worth
that's more
it.
fitting.
Sometimes survival is about knowing when to leave and where to go.
Yeah, and in this case, survival means us getting as far away as we can from Banor. We've seen enough red snow.
What's the plan once you get there? What will survival be about then?
Look, all that matters is that we get there. And to do that, we need shards. So if you'll excuse us.
So this Thunderjaw heart you brought Bergrand.
Let me ask you this, all right? Why would it matter that the heart was broken into 2 pieces? Can't you just stick it back together?
Of course you can't just stick it back together.
I just meant...
Oh, I bet that scam artist Arsarim could. He just wants to send us on another stupid errand.
Oh, he's not so bad. I like Bergrand.
Like him, Tulamat, he sent us out in the snow to nearly die under the feet of a Thunderjaw. And
Boys, shut up! Ugh!
Every time someone brings up that stupid heart.
I've got the Scorcher Claw Bergrand was asking for. That only leaves the Stalker Sinew and the Snap Maw Fang.
You should hold on to it. You're coming along to the next hunt after all, aren't you?
I suppose somebody's got to keep you 3 out of trouble.
Fine. I guess you'll have to tag along then. But don't start thinking you're one of us. The Bloody Snowdrifts aren't accepting new hunters.
bloody snowdrifts? That's what you want to call our Werak?
Yeah, it's not great to tie.
Well, it's not like your names are any better. We're headed northwest, to the ruins near Hollow Hall. We'll be waiting.
That's far as I'm concerned, you can take
Okay,
a fucking stalker yourself.
Not terrible in a fight.
Oh, I have too many bad memories with stalkers. Every time I'm involved with them, I get fucking ganked. And if it's corrupted, I can't even take my main tactic now. Because I discovered a tactic when I was stuck in more of a corner, which was using one of my shock wires. Because that should be able to instantly stun it, then I can get a crit. But no! These new fucks are fucking... I wanna die. Just, oh, thank fuck. There's a chance this one not being corrupted. I mean, I guess I can put up with it for the echo shells. Since this one's not the corrupted zone, I'm definitely not going to bother changing my outfit. Actually, it's stalkers. The more arrows you notch up with these fucks, the better. Oh, for
Shorted my shield out again. Great.
No, fuck it, we can stealth.
There's the herd. Everyone ready?
Are you joking? We were born ready. Let's go get them, flaming skulls.
Nope. That's awful.
It is a pretty bad name. Good effort though, Urkai.
Forget it. Let's just go kill something.
Everybody do me a favor and get down so we don't get fucking touched. Watchers I can fucking handle. Scrappers I can handle. Willingly. That red line there is a picture of death. You see that weird outline. I'm sorry if Twitch compression's got it, or YouTube compression, whatever you watch it on! There's one! I wanna die! Oh, please, no puppy. That means that they know exactly where I am. But I just need a second to hold on to a fucking override. If I don't override this, we get fucked. If I override this, we... well... it's stalkers, we're slightly less fucked.
Hope you didn't need that.
Taking them to pieces.
Fuck. If you didn't see, right there, on his ass, that's his cloaking gen. Generator. And this is why they bully me. I could probably start selling off antidotes, because I don't need them at the moment. All of my internals are now ruptured. It's probably more healthy if they weren't ruptured.
Should only take a couple more shots like this.
I don't understand corrupted, mate. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Shields down. Fuck.
Taking this machine down.
Let's try this! We've got this!
Oh, that was one lucky.
Stay down, stay down, stay down.
Just die already. Steady now, steady.
We got this! Don't let up!
Please, no. Then be more specific. Fuck off.
Got a couple arrows for you.
I don't know about you three, but I feel better. Aloy, did you get that component?
That's another part down. One more and you'll have what you need to pay off Bergrund.
Starting to feel real, you know. I'm starting to believe we're really gonna get out of here. Honestly, I wasn't sure we'd survive a week without Nakoni. But here we are.
Who's Nakoni?
Nakoni was... she was a friend of ours. She challenged the chieftain for control of the Werak.
She didn't make it.
No. If you're gonna tell this story, tell it true. She was murdered.
Is this why you left Banor? Because of this business with Nakoni and your chieftain?
Onakut knew Nakoni was our mentor, our friend. We couldn't stay.
That final night, we snuck back to camp, packed what we could, and left.
Like cowards.
What are we, Tatai? We are Banuk, aren't we? Survive and prevail. That's what we do.
It's not what she did.
Nakoni challenged the chieftain. Why?
Onikup wrapped himself in power and authority the way some people wrap themselves in furs. If you're willing to fawn over him and sing false songs to him, you might get a spot on the best hunts. The Werak split into two. Those willing to lick the bottoms of Onikut's feet, and the rest of us, waiting for things to get better.
Until Nakoni.
She was the best and bravest of us. She was the one who took a stand.
She was murdered.
How did you lose Nakoni?
She challenged the chieftain to a hunting competition. Onikut, damn him. He wasn't nearly the hunter Nakoni was. But who comes back to the camp after the trial? Onikut, grinning like a snap maw, crowing, "Oh, where's little Nakoni?"
We tracked Nakoni through the woods. Found her not far from the trailhead.
Their damn neck snapped.
I don't want to remember her like that. Sometimes that memory, it's all I can think of.
I'm sorry, Tatai. It sounds like she meant a lot to you.
That's a near impossible injury from a machine. If they took that back to the village, I'm sure people would have got sus.
For what you've been through.
It's nice to be heard. Thank you, Aloy.
Look, it doesn't matter, okay? What happened in Banor is buried in Banor. What matters now is what happens in the Sundom. That's where the burning turkeys are gonna make a name for ourselves, right?
Oh, the burning turkeys? Seriously?
I honestly want to see someone slap him for that one.
Sort of like vomit?
So, where to next?
There's a lake just west of here. Seems like a good place to find a snap maw, Fang. We'll meet you there.
If you beat us there, just wait by the campfire. We'll be along.
Maybe Tatai's right. Maybe We should have stayed in fall.
Should have brought a.
That's different. I need dropped by a trader again at some point.
Art.
Mind you, I have been on, what, 2 hunts without a trader? I was gonna say, is that a rock breaker? At which point, that's where you break down in tears and cry. That's by far one of the best skills I have. Ooh. Allows me to, even if my fellow dies, I can just call one and it'll bring me a copy of the nearest thing. I had a panic attack, I'm too used to blue light being fucking robots.
Ursus Americanus, the magnificent American black bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Beautiful. How fierce you must have been. That fur. You never even felt the cold, did you?
If he hadn't preserved you, would anyone even know you'd disappeared?
I hate to interrupt.
Oh, yes. Hello, an outlander at the Shrine of Forgotten Beasts. Welcome. I'm Enjuk.
Aloy. The Shrine of what?
When the old world still breathed, a great man built a tiny totem to this beast and stored the visage inside. When the totem is placed on the pedestal, the animal is painted onto the empty air, and the beast lives again. Well, almost.
There are 7 pedestals. Where are the other 6 figurines?
I found this one in the wilds. Remembered the indentations in the pedestals here, and saw how they matched the base of the totem. But as you say, it's
I've already
one of
got
7, isn't it? The great Montana Recreations must have made more, but time has scattered them.
So these totems, the images they show are of animals that no longer exist. They're gone, like the old ones.
So it seems. To think such magnificent creatures are lost to us, that we never even knew they were here. We rely as much on beasts as we do on machines. For food, for warmth, but do we study them with the same fervor? I do. For example, I have this theory about foxes. Why do foxes have red fur? Think about what they eat.
Meat?
Raw meat. Bloody meat. See? Natural causation. Logical connections. It only makes sense.
You've thought a lot more about foxes than I have.
Pelts,
You
food,
said
bones.
a great man made these figurines?
Indeed. He was, I believe, a student of the natural world. Like me. But surpassing my abilities 1,000 times over. The great Montana Recreations. Perhaps the finest natural scholar the old world ever produced. His voice claims responsibility for the totems, the vessels for the knowledge he accumulated. I share his desire to understand the beasts, to catalog their behaviors and preserve their images. I like to flatter myself that I'm an apprentice of sorts, carrying on his work. Someday, perhaps, if I am persistent, I can earn his name. Enjuk Recreations.
Right, well I have a heap of shit I want to unload.
You like?
Plus, yeah, animal figurines. Yeah. I'm gonna give them to him one at a time. 2 hearts made a time. All of these can go. Don't say near worthless. Some of the ones who were involved with the forge would stab you for that. I've never seen so many
Gods may have
echo
forgotten
shots.
you, little ones, but I will not. And now that you've returned to your pedestals, I can show others.
Here's another one for you.
Thank you, Aloy. Hunter or quarry, furred or feathered, so much to learn. And how striking you look upon your pedestal.
I should get going.
Of course, of course. I've taken up so much of your time already. But I don't suppose you could keep an eye out for more figurines?
If I run across any, I'll bring them your way.
You're paying me. I will do shit.
Canis Lupus, the enigmatic Grey Wolf. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Could it be that these wolves and our foxes are the same somehow? Perhaps after hundreds of winters. No, that's ridiculous.
I mean, they are of a similar family.
Ursus Arctos, the menacing grizzly bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Those claws look like they could rip someone in half.
Perhaps in its youth, but you heard Montana Recreations. He said it's grizzled, old. Its hunting days are behind it.
They don't quite understand, do they, Boogles?
Ursus Americanus, the magnificent American black bear.
Brought to you by
Montana Recreations.
How would you like to find yourself cornered by that thing?
I suspect I'd like it very much indeed. What a beautiful beast you were.
Yeah, no thanks, man. Actually, I should probably... Oh, the text one. Not tonight. I saw purple. Not purple, sorry, blue.
That'll keep my...
Actually, I also need to... How nicely does he reward me? Echo shells, blaze, scroll skin up.
Am I quiet?
Yes. You know, Snapmore should be pretty simple. Hit him on the back with a bit of a fire arrow. Chuck a dozen onto the solar panel kind of thing, because I'm pretty sure that's more of a weak point. And you just go for the face.
No sign of them yet. Guess I'll just sit and wait. I was starting to worry about you three. Everything all right?
We took our time. After our last conversation, we had a lot to think about.
I can imagine. Just one more hunt, then your debt is paid and you three can make your way south.
I
Ready?
saw the purple, I wanna
Huntress,
fucking
the
die.
Sunshine Snowshoes await your signal.
Horrible! I'm almost impressed, Dulamok. Didn't think you could come up with a name worse than Burning Turkeys.
Well, I liked it. Let's hunt.
If I wasn't so disappointed, I'd be impressed. You're what we're after. We'll just scrap it. You're one of the things we... I don't like how intense this storm's getting. Oh, fuck off, there's 3 of them. It's bad 'cause I can't even bring in my distraction without it getting cooked. I'm sorry, give me a minute while I reconsider the idea of how much that would fucking hurt.
This is where it ends.
Please be in time, please be in time. Not in time! No thank you, Captain. I feel like he would have been trying to nip at my ankles there.
Time for good.
Oh no, Captain! Pretty sure they can hit me while I'm in the water as well. If they weren't the demon ones, I could override them. Easily. Well, easily to an extent if I'd need to sneak up on them. Oh, that's a big note for me, Captain. Now, this fella's always been able to do damage. Burst your echo sound. Okay, I know that sounds wrong, but they normally have a piece on their chest, compressed air. This becomes a pain in the ass. Oh, Jesus, no, Captain. Pretty sure they have issues with fire as well. He's playing with me at this point. I think one of them has a warbow. I'd whip mine out if these things weren't so resistant to everything I've got.
Time to take you down. Come on, Spear, don't let me.
I don't know if machine.
I'm not surfacing. Howdy, partner.
It'll be over soon.
I feel like if you're working up to the hardest, the Stalkers should have been last. But not with those 3 generators. Is there a load of horse shit as is? Finally getting fish stuff. Scrapper will be easy. That's the only problem right there. And the problem is they're on the other side of the water.
There. Just stay out of my way.
Don't give me attitude, madam. I will execute you. So that's blast. This is sticky.
Here goes.
Oh Lord, no! Bad! Bad kamikaze gator. Yeah, I'm gonna gain some altitude, and he moved. Gain some altitude. And
You know what to do. Say goodnight.
oh, I would barely be breathing after this. No. Die.
Oh no! Somebody blew you up.
Buddy, wait up. Right behind you. Hello?
I'm very thankful we met you, Aloy. Come here, Aloy. Let's have a proper goodbye, huh?
There. That's the last of Bergren's parts. Looks like you three are out of debt.
For now. Until Urkai breaks something else.
It was one time.
You make a nice shaman, Aloy. Thanks for lending a hand. Maybe we'll meet you in the Sundom sometime.
Once you get to the Sundom, what then? What's the next step?
We hunt like Nakoni wanted to hunt.
Nakoni had big dreams. A Werak in which everyone pulls their weight and takes care of each other. No shamans, no chieftains, no need to pry the power out of anybody's hands.
Sounds like a lot of work.
But worth it, I think. And a fitting tribute to Nakoni. We can become the Werak she always wished for.
I know a group they could technically join up with.
You won't have me to strip your kills now. Are you three gonna be alright?
Doesn't look that hard, really. We'll be fine.
Great. He watches 3 successful harvests and he's suddenly a shaman.
When you get to Song's Edge, talk to Bergrand. If he can't teach you himself, he'll know someone who can.
Sure. And I bet he charges us for the introduction.
Thank you, Aloy. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I'd say, tell him that I told
This
him
is goodbye.
that he's got to get payment from me.
Putting Banuk lands behind you.
The only thing I would have missed is already gone.
Let all those rotten Banor suck-ups freeze to death.
That's a little much, Urkai, don't you think? You know, it's strange. What is it to be Banuk after Banur forsakes you? How do we decide who we are? How about you, Aloy? Who do you think we are? What will you remember of us?
What you've
Look
accomplished.
around. You've taken down more machines since you left Banur than some hunters take down in a year.
Shattered hearts and all, right, Urkai?
It wasn't shattered.
But you took down a Thunderjaw to get that heart, didn't you?
We did. So, silly suggestion. But what if we were the Shattered Hearts?
You know, I actually like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Thank you, Aloy.
Wonder if they
Seeing as
change
for who
name
we
with
are.
different suggestions.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
I'm excited to see Bergrand. I like him.
Don't say that. 'Cause he'll indenture you and you'll have to keep coming to me. Then I'll just go straight for his fucking neck. Yeah, that looks like that's a reasonable path. I'm just trying to get the blue stuff so that I can bloody get me some fancy weapons. So I can use them as a show when I do a quick little review. Because as of right now, I am towards recommending. A tad iffy because its opening is literally, oh, here's the one of the bloody most painful enemies. Like, oh, but bears are harder because they're slower, tougher, take more damage, and deal more damage. No. That Scorch Beast thing. When it's corrupted, fuck that. It's a no from me, Captain. And this isn't Star Trek Online where you can get support.
Damn.
Star Trek Online, I'm not sure how you unlock it, but it gets to a point where it's like, oh, by the way, if your hull's below 50%, just, you know, use this ability, it'll call in a fair-sized ship, like T5 or T6. And it'll help you through the fight, so if you get stuck, you always have a way to progress.
I think I found one of the hunters.
Oh, shit.
You won't bet this night.
I am slightly fluent there. God only knows how. Leave them to deal with that. I'm gonna quickly loot everything down here.
An outlander, huh? Well, who else would join me on this path I've taken?
Which path would that be?
Away from tradition. Away from the Werak. It's not so...
That's corrupted.
They need metal too. But my need is greater.
I was told the Banuk don't accept help. Is it true?
They don't. I do.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, ma'am. I'm not a fucking magician.
Look sharp, Outlander! There's more of them!
The Glint Hawks are my concern. Because the main way I know how to deal with them is through fucking fire.
Freeze! He never stood a chance against you. Too slow. We're stronger than they are.
We have flesh, they don't. Best I've got on them is the shield. Yet the Crab Walker, or whatever the fuck its name is, has one of them.
Will against metal. We're a blizzard.
I was trying to hit his bloody jaw. I actually, that was
You
good
fight well.
engagement.
I'm Kree.
Thank you. I'm Aloy. I heard the White Teeth were missing 2 hunters. You look like you could leave if you wanted to, so...
I stayed because of the other. Mylen. She snapped her leg descending the ice. I bided my time keeping vigil, but now she must return to the Werak before they leave.
Is joining the White Teeth so important to you?
It's one of the great Weraks of Ban-Ur. Not so many great ones left now. I would go where Mylen went. I was her shadow on the snow, and she was mine. To be a runner with the White Teeth was everything to her.
You know this Mylan well.
Since our knees were always skinned. All my life. In a test to prove that we only need ourselves. That was my weakness.
Sounds like she was lucky for your weakness.
That's not the way she sees it.
Mylan won't let you help her, will she? Because of the rules of this test.
You're quick as a rockfall.
No, just used to being told what's forbidden to me.
She won't allow it. Won't take the medicinal plants I found or the food. Only what she can scrape up on hands and knees. I could get close when she was delirious. But now she's learned not to let me get close.
What's this ordeal supposed to prove?
That we have the strength of our ancestors. That we can survive as they did. When they came in search of a homeland, some were trapped against this glacier by a snowstorm. 4 days, 4 nights. After the storm cleared, the survivors sighted a Tolnek, which led them up into Ban-Ur. Well, that's the story I learned anyway.
So let's get her back to the Werak.
All right. I've made a splint for her leg. Medicine for the pain, but I should warn you, she won't take them willingly. The law of survival...
Tribal law shouldn't keep us apart from the ones we care for.
Even if she cares more for the law.
If you accidentally knock her out, you know, full elbow first on the head or something. Yeah, I'm just grabbing shit because I gotta prepare for the trip as well. Trust me, I have more of a trip than you.
Well, there's light.
I'm planning on taking over a Werak or something like that. I like the run speed change.
Come. Up.
Oh, yes, supplies.
That's where we're going. The frozen flow from the Ice Father. It keeps many things, but it won't have her.
Not if we can help it.
If you need to worry about shooting from one of them, let me know, because I have the skill, madam.
More up?
We're lucky. Handholds have thawed. There. She's passed out again.
Between us, we can fight the machines off before they reach her.
Another tradition broken.
Take it from me. It gets easier the more you do it.
Yeah, so that thing just at the base of their neck there, that goes boom. I'll see if I can hit one. Especially now that I've pointed out, because I've done it before on the stream earlier. Oh, they aren't corrupted, which means if I do some heebie-jeebie groovy stuff, keep my head down, I might be able to hijack one. done most cauldrons. Please note how I say most.
Start.
There's a boom. Because I haven't done the one that has a
Scrappers! In thin air they smell metal for miles.
Thunderjaw. I'm sorry. Give me a minute, I just need to... Scrappers. When Groovy's after his scrap, you don't fucking intervene. Unless you want to do this thing called die. Corrupted ones too.
Another battle.
Where's my big boy? Oh, my big boy's in the ground.
Quick! They'll shake off the ice soon enough.
I'm assuming you want me to kill my fella. Yeah, gets pissed off.
Let's split their metal.
Don't hit it yet, because I've got it.
Scorchers now! This won't be easy, Aloy.
Oh, fuck. These are the big fucks. At least I cop. Oh, fuck.
Anticipate. Be a real challenge.
Oh, fuck, you can jump.
Not today.
And he's pissed at me now.
Put them in the ice. I'll freeze it where it stands.
I dropped this bastard last time. Wasn't my hitting his shoulder plates?
Put them in the ice.
Try to
Got a
dodge.
clear shot.
So I want to get one shot before I dodge. Then I can wear them down.
This ice hunter.
Looks like it's clear. We did it.
Now, if your friend wakes up and says no to help, I will personally execute them where they bloody, let's say stand, no, lie. Don't need a bunch of my bony meat. She's gonna wake up.
I can feel her fever even in this cold. She shouldn't have been putting weight on this leg.
She is awake. Miss Outlander. You bored here, Ikri? You think I went to the Nora homelands to find a spear to drive between us? I told you. The ordeal is mine, and mine alone. I will survive.
Which would you rather keep, Mylen? Your leg or your pride? Because I think you're gonna have to choose.
Finish it. I know what you think of me. But I vowed you'd join the White Teeth. And you will. I will go back.
I was gonna say, if need be,
alone.
What we do is we get everybody down to the bottom of the hill, and then when we're close enough,
Let me do this.
we make her walk herself, and it looks like she got down alone.
Let her. Mylen, I hope you can forgive me someday. I never accepted your help. It's the Werak you should ask for forgiveness. I didn't care about the Werak.
She'll understand. You saved her life.
You don't know the Banuk very well, Aloy. We have so many ways to express a grudge, and only one to accept an apology. I have to go my own way. I don't belong with them, who left her to die. And I don't belong with Ikri. I'll find a crack in this glacier, and I'll shout my grief into it. And the ice can keep it forever.
What should I tell them? The Werak.
That I fell. And that she endured. Will you?
I mean, logically, the idea I come up with was alright, you know. Get everybody down to the bottom of the glacier, then be like, oh yeah, it's alright. They made it.
Cold. Very cold. I get it.
And another one is, why have them do it separately like this? Two of them can get along really well, and then you have a really powerful pair. It's like, oh, we need a couple of people to do this, hunt these machines. Well, we've got a really solid pair here. 10 out of 10 for communication. 10 out of 10 for everything else. Rah, rah, rah. Have you heard from Brandon yet, Brody? would say okay Google, but I don't know if it's going to work, so put my phone on battery saver. It worked!
You and me both.
But I don't know if it's any work. So, it changed that to I don't know if it's any work. You and me both. Okay, Google. Black screen. Thanks. Okay, Google. Text Brody. Is Brandon on?
Alright, you want to text Brody. What's the message?
Is Brandon on?
So, that's a message to Brody saying, is Brandon on? Do you want to send it or change it?
Send.
Sending your message to Brody.
Something popped up in Twitch chat. I have a feeling that's... I don't know how bad the delay is, okay? It's like with my desktop, I actually can have the video up and all, and gauge it. A little. Because I have OBS to be reliable and catch up on things. This I don't.
My Len has returned. I expect you have something to say about this.
I do.
Then convince me what an Outlander's word is worth.
I'm not up on all of the Banuk traditions, but I know what matters to you is that your laws are upheld. Going by the rules of your ordeal, she endured the 4 days and the 4 nights. She faced the extremes and survived. Seems to me that's what you wanted.
Just so.
Then by the law, my Len will wear our paint.
Outlander. So nothing of the other hunter? The one called Ikri?
She's gone. She sounded brave.
Her name will always be in my song.
So curious what happens if you stand up for it, but at the same time...
These aren't like other bandits. They're better armed, more vicious.
That's a wish. I'm glad that they leave me a campfire to rest. I needed a trader, didn't I? You guys don't have a trader. Fuck. Ooh, skills. Oh, nothing that I want. I mean, I'm getting close to the level 60 point. Australia, coronavirus, rah 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 rah. I'm breathing. We're all alive. Ended up in a party a couple of weeks ago, but nothing went wrong there, did it?
After all the Mad Sun King put us through, we're meant to trust the Carja now?
Oh, for fuck's sake, they're different people.
Whatever new machines crawl from that cauldron.
The demon of Thunder's drum will be our undoing. Either we stop it, or we die.
Hey.
Bergrand, how'd your investment pay out?
Quite handsomely, thanks very much. Hey, do you know those three crazy Manuka calling themselves the Shattered Hearts now? Well, now that I have those parts, I can pay off a debt of my own.
So they've gone south then?
Aye, that they have. I've got a friend in the Sundom by the name of O'Toole. He owes me a favor. Old O'Toole is a machine scavenger, a pretty competent one. So I sent them to learn from the best.
Or at least from the pretty competent.
Well, we work with the resources we have. Speaking of which, here, a token of my gratitude.
If they were learning off of the best, you would have sent me up there. Do not contest. Actually, I should probably upgrade everything else while I'm here. Rope cast, I don't care about too much. Tear blast, I don't care about too much. Slings, a bit iffy. Warp, potions. Potions is something Brandon told me to get up. That's all about that. The reward box. Wrong button. This is a lot of wire. Weapon. Untested weapon. Excuse me while I just have a look into this shit. What? Could somebody call Kratos? Or somebody who wants to kill a god? That I don't need. Other stuff I'm holding on to for now. I do not need this much chill water. Oh fuck, I dismantled that fuck. I wanna die. That was a shit move. Should've double checked.
The smoke never stops rising.
Hello, Banuk. So that's 40 by default. 50 by default. 40 and 50 by default. Where is... Yes?
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small.
I'm gonna just leave that.
Who led us through the frozen wastes.
Can't let this.
We also remember the Ravn.
But send them to the cut, and most of them don't last a week.
Hi, I've been told to talk to you.
My people have been telling tales of your accomplishments. Seems you have taken a special interest in our stretch of snow, Outlander.
Yes. And apparently this is the only way I'll get to see all of it.
this a challenge?
For the Werak.
You? This must be a joke.
It is not a joke, Aratak.
Now I see. The Outlander's your pawn. And with you backing her claim, I have no choice but to accept. I expected better of you, sister.
It was you who forbid me from Thunder's drum, brother.
Brother and sister? This is a little more complicated than I thought.
No, it's simple. You will meet me at the Frost Figures, and I'll put a quick end to this mockery.
If you just lie down, I can put it through your heart.
I suppose I owe you an explanation.
Yeah. I suppose you do. So why didn't you tell me that you and Aratak are siblings?
I thought I wouldn't have to. I'm surprised Aratak brought it up in front of a stranger. He must be very angry. Not always the best judge of
people.
I prefer the company of spirits. They're simply my own. I didn't want you to think of our pilgrimage as some sort of family squabble. It's much more important than that.
Oh, trust me, I know.
It's bold, I'll give you that. Going after your own brother.
He gave me no choice. He thinks I'm a child to be shoved to the back of the hunt. He would forbid me from my destiny. And yet, part of me did it knowing he would forgive me, eventually. He always does.
So, what do I have to do?
Family drama aside, what's this challenge meant to be anyway?
You and Aratak will hunt machines at the Frost Figures. The victor will be the fastest. It won't be easy.
Nothing about this has been so far.
When you meet us at the starting point, I'll tell you more. It will be simpler to explain from the base of the hills.
As long as I don't have to kill one of those fiery fucks.
Ourea, it's not about who's related to who. I want to know what's inside Thunder's drum. The spirit, the daemon, and how it all connects to the machines. But if we're gonna go through with this, I need you to be straight with me.
I underestimated you. And Aratak. I won't make that mistake again.
See you at the Frost Figures then. So, off to risk my life in order to take charge of a Banuk hunting band. Just what I always wanted. Frost Figures, here I come.
Pilot's father's guilt onto the new King's shoulders. These are different times. Pleasant days.
I can get... Excuse me, how? Fuck, I have to get rid of the good old car, just slinging that. How far of max am I for this? I can hold off on some of their weapons. I hope. Legitimately concerned. This last boss fuck I fought was just spear, dodge, 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 spear, dodge, 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 spit, dodge, dodge. That is just how the battle went. I mean, I put a couple of arrows in him at the start, but holy fuck, he was a pain in the ass. Tried lighting him on fire, that didn't even work. Wrong button. That put me to manual save. I feel like he's gonna betray the hunt rules and try to kill me out there.
The frost figures. Aratak and Araya must be close.
Outlander. I have prevailed over such challenges before, and fear none. But this one is foolish. You are not Banuk. You do not understand my responsibilities. I ask you, one hunter to another, withdraw.
Will you let us go to Thunderstrom?
You haven't seen what's up there, Outlander. I will not risk my sister's life again.
Then we better get on with this.
So be it! I will bury your insolent claim in the frozen ground!
Enough! Let us begin. To hunt, to strive. That is the way of the Banuk and of the contest before you. You will climb the frost figures from the east, Aratak from the west. Each trail wends its way through deadly machines. Hunters from the Werak will be posted along the way. They will hail you, calling out machines for you to slay. Your hunt will take you around the ridge to the center, where you must descend to the valley for your final kill. Each time, after your prey has fallen, you must launch a beacon such as this, so that all our kin will see your progress.
Kill machines, launch balloons. Got it. So, the first of us to launch the third balloon wins?
Well, yes. But as challenger, your path to victory is harder. If even one of your beacons comes in after Aratak's, he prevails.
You had your chance, Outlander.
So did you.
The hunt begins on my mark. Now!
All right, gotta head up that mountain. Looks like there are a few ways to go up, and those rock paintings mark the paths. Okay, up we go.
It'd be nice if someone had mentioned that whole, oh, if one of your balloons comes up after you fail, earlier.
Maybe I can trade this blue gleam.
Remind me to run up this
Come on,
hill
Aloy, time's wasting.
afterwards.
I seem to be on the right path. Almost to the top.
All right, Challenger. You need to take out the herd below. Every machine.
Kill a herd. Okay, I can do that.
on, launch your marker!
All right, here we go.
Come on, climb up here! What are you waiting for, Outlander? Get up here and launch your balloon!
Aratak knows what he's doing. No time to waste.
Two Bellowbacks ahead, Challenger. Kill them both. None of the other machines matter.
All right, 2 dead Bellowbacks coming up.
You're giving me corrupt advice.
That'll help. Okay, one down.
Bad thing is, I'm currently looking for a heart from one of these bastards. Yeah, someone
Come on over
trying to...
here and launch your balloon.
Is he preparing a bow? No. He's just going to watch me get my ass beat.
I'm ahead, but only by a little. I gotta get moving.
Now take the zip line and work your way down to the valley.
Gotta admit, this is really well set up.
Back to your business. Storm's kicking up. Can't see much.
I have some concern towards what the last machine's going to be.
Almost down. All right, to the last challenge.
I don't have long for the last challenge.
Something's wrong. My kin should be here, driving in our final quarry.
They're right behind us!
Yeah, about that. I think I found it. Oh Jesus, I forgot how big these things can jump. The ultimate couch potato. First time I did this, I snuck up and took out the center one, resulting in my target being heavily crippled. It's hiding. Some of them firebombs would be useful right about now. Mind you, I do have these. That was fucking great. This is why I like streaming, because I can always go back and look at the fucking moments where I've pulled off a shit fest. Or just a random bug, that's actually quite funny. When you're frozen, you're brittle, bud. Okay, I should probably use some real shit. Nearly had a good swing up there. Gotta love how you can just keep crafting arrows in the middle of combat.
So it's true. Frostclaws from Thunder's Drum.
The attack cut short the competition. Naturally, there can be no result. It is void.
You saw what she did. She defeated the machines, not I. It is proven. She is the better hunter. We are Banuk. Survive, prevail. What else matters? My blood is in your teeth. I take my place behind you on the hunt.
No more hunters may make the ascent to Thunder's Drum. The way is closed to all but the chieftain and myself.
It is not my place, but I would ask a boon. To accompany you and my sister.
It might be permitted. But only if you do as I say.
No. Only if you do as I say.
If it's anything like Cauldrons, I have more knowledge than you, bitch.
Thunder's Drum awaits. There's a camp at its base, Long Notch it's called. Meet us there when you're ready. Chieftain.
I can do the Chieftain challenge. Let's not.
A new outfit. And a weapon like Aratok's. I guess the Chieftain gets the Chieftain's gear. And now to Long Notch. Nothing left to keep me from Thunder's Drum.
I mainly want to see what the Chieftain's gear looks like. Ooh, more skills. More damage the better. Inventory, outfits. Actually kinda like that. Ooh. I think I know what I'm starting my next campaign in. I think I'm going to go after a couple of rabbits first. But while I'm going after, well, yeah, while I'm going after the rabbits, I'll wear the Chieftain's gear. Give it a trial run, you know. Like new shoes. Gotta wear them in. I can tell tonight's going to be another night where I want to die, because I'll be up all night playing this game. I'm hooked on it at the moment. But as I said, I want to get this character to a point if I can basically forget about everything in the new run. Because all I have, well, all I'll need is this character, because I want to get some really powerful shit on. Inventory. We are a chieftain. I need turkeys for something. Don't think I'm after boars at the moment. So, welcome to the peaceful side of the game. I think this place is peaceful.
Nutritious. That's a raccoon, not a wabbit. Unless I think I need you for something. Hey, I am surprised I made that These
shot.
are helpful. Bitter though.
Very surprised I made that shot. No, in a moment, in that fight, for a moment I was thinking, is he gonna get up me for the fact I had a converted thing with me at some point? Because I did, so it would have been perfectly viable if the game got at me. It's like, they convert the demons. They're evil. Come on.
They're angry.
Oh, they have shell walkers. That's a problem. Yeah, that's why. Does anybody know where I find fucking rabbits in this game? The Deadlands. You'll know when you see what. You'll know why when you see it. Blue Gleam. I am the chief. I am the chief. I am the captain. I think they did take out a few trees. This should be all the arrow I need for here. The only arrow I need for here. These ones.
are the pride of the Nora, anointed.
Don't call me that. Where the fuck do I find rabbits?
The goddess speaks through you, anointed.
Don't call her anointed. Right. Where the actual fuck are these rabbits? I think I can find some over here somewhere. Or at least I have in the past. That's Morning's Watch, that's Lone Light. Probably around here's good. Near my favourite hated Thunderjaw. But no, I do. I don't mind Thunderjaws if you're in an open area. While this is loading, I won't be able to read Twitch chat, because I'm going to be in Google, doing that thing where I try to find out where to find a fucking rabbit. No. Oh, for fuck's sake. So apparently I've gone away from one of the best areas. Which is Strider and Viewpoint. In dark green, so here. That's what I should have been using. Corruption arrow. Ooh. No. Some of the corrupted machines resist. Fuck! grazers. Google did me a favour.
Tough, but I'm used to it.
Yeah, everybody together now. Yay! That was a nice swinging. I've never really been fishing in this game before, except for the time earlier you just saw. You witnessed my first fish kill in this game. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck. Thank you, PlayStation. You reminded me about Twitch. That's tad fucking demonic. Give me a minute, I'm opening Twitch chat. If I can manage. Right, it's open. I don't have any messages from when it popped up on screen. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is that literally what you sent me? Oh, Jesus! Time for that health regeneration to kick in. Okay, so it's mainly when I'm out of combat. Thank you. Hopefully we'll be able to play World War Z or something tomorrow night. Should is the key word. I mainly have it down because bandwidth is a bitch. And I only bring it up if people are like, hey, your stream's going a bit funky, and then I check. That is the fish. Apparently it's a fish with no bones. It had a few, but they were all stuck to meat. That's an ominous fucking light. Come on. All I want is the fish. And guess who's now got an upgrade for their other satchel? Charge. I'll hold off. On second thought, I won't hold off. Different sling. Anyway, now somebody can... At least they have a shop. I'm going to swap back to my shield thing as well, because it's better. Unless I start getting the pulse, at which point I may go to the War Chief. But if I do, I will be adding some protection, because fuck me, I need it. I am never good with timing my dodge in that. That's a flower thing of the demon. Hopefully, I should have a nice clear ride where none of us get killed. And 1 second, I will not be able to see the Twitch chat.
My mount can't find its footing on these slopes.
Know the feeling. Except normally they're the one who can find the footing and I'm the one sliding halfway down the hill. Because I ain't coordinated. We didn't even get hit.
Outlander,
And all I want is to
it would be my honor to speak with you. I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of your song tells of an impossible victory. The notes echo across the cut.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banur. Umnak, the hunter of legendary machines. That's why I'm here. For another. They call it the Claws Beneath. Or they did when I was younger. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end. I used to travel between Banur and the Cut without stopping to sleep. But this trip, my bones ache, Huntress. But you, out hunting Aratak, leading your own Werak. If half your song is true, you are the only hunter I trust to go in my place.
You want me to hunt for you?
Not just for me, no. For an old friend.
You want me to hunt in your place? Is that some kind of Banuk custom?
Well, perhaps it should be, but no. We survive and we prevail, until we fail to do either. I confess, this is not easy for me. For any other machine, I would die as I have lived. A Banuk hunter, weapon raised. But too many good lives have been lost to the Claws. Throwing my old corpse atop the pile accomplishes nothing. Better to live in a world without the Claws than to die while it still makes children orphans.
I'm assuming it's one of those
Sounds
rock
like you've got
breakers.
a reputation.
To be Banuk is to push your body to its limits. I found my limits higher than most. Fearsome machines needed killing, and in my youth, I found I had a talent for killing them. Even now, my name carries such weight that when the claws beneath re-emerged, the Werak came to me.
Do you still have the same faith in yourself that your Werak seems to have?
Perhaps I did. Before I held my bow in shaking hands. Noticed, for the first time, the spots on my knuckles. What a strange thing it is to be old. To stare backward and see such distance. But to stare forward at a looming wall.
This machine, the claws beneath. Why travel all the way to the cut just to hunt it?
Some songs. They include a refrain. The return of a past moment. It seemed fitting.
You've hunted this thing before.
Must have been 20 winters past. We were so close to bringing the claws to bay. Closer than anyone else ever got.
We?
Me and my friend. He was a chieftain of my Werak then, a skilled hunter. Every few years, the claws would emerge in a new location. I knew of 2 chieftains he'd sent to their burial pyres. My friend became the 3rd. This hunt, I had hoped to complete it in his honor.
This is obviously important to you, Umnak. Are you sure you want someone else to take down this machine?
No, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath, if I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me. Of this I have no doubt. The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws myself. But I must see it brought down. And dead men see precious little.
All right, Umnak. I'll do what I can.
I've no doubt you can do quite a lot. The stories say the claws beneath returns here only once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard say it now makes its home on the northeast edge of the cut. Hunt well.
It's got to be a rock breaker.
Before every hunt I accept my lance. During every hunt I fight to make sure it isn't.
You're Aloy, right? My pop... Bergund, I mean, told me you might be heading up to see me. Varja. Pleasure. Hey, that spear is really something. You've customized her, haven't you?
I've made a change or 2. You've got an eye for weapons.
I wish these Banuk agreed with you. I can't seem to sell scrap to a Glentalk around here. Everyone wants boring old bows and spears. I like the more unusual stuff. And the Banuk can get unusual. Like that spear Aratak hauls around. An ice rail. Ooh, or that weapon of Araya's. What I wouldn't give to poke around inside one of those. Feel the lightning on my fingers. Or inside of anything, really. Last commission I had was a month ago. A weapon that spat fire. That didn't go well.
You think you could improve Aratak's spear?
I've never seen a weapon that couldn't be improved by Oseram Craft. You know, I tried to ask him if I could hold her once. Even offered to improve her for free.
How'd that go?
How do you think? He just grunted and kept walking.
If I find anything I think you'd like, I'll be back around.
You better.
Good.
I'd like to know what she says about all the weapons. Actually, give me a second. Manual save.
Frit's been caught and his punishment is in progress.
Now, find anything interesting lately?
I might have. Let's... What do you know about Araya's weapon?
You mean the Stormslinger? I'm dying to figure out what makes one tick. Me and no one else, apparently. They're all happy to believe those things run off shaman hocus pocus. If I got my hands on one, I'd show those Banuk the power of good old-fashioned Osram elbow grease.
So your last project was a bust?
Not at all. I did my best work yet on that commission. The deal just went rusty. About a month ago, this guy Olgrid, Osram like me and Pop, asked me to make something for him. Think about the way a bellowback spits streams of fire from its throat, right? Like that, but held in your own hands.
And you
That fucker was a
built
bandit.
that?
Yep. That was my forge fire. I was pretty proud of her. Anyway, Olgrid sent word that he wanted to see the progress I was making. I show up, and there he is with a crew of damn bandits. And of course, why pay for something when you can take it? I dropped the weapon and ran. Didn't look back till I hit Long Notch. Joke's on Olgrid, though. I wasn't even done.
Wait, so the weapon he stole doesn't even work?
Oh no, she works. It's just, if I'd had a little more time, a few more parts, I could have made her really work.
I should go.
You're not gonna find anything here, are you?
Don't forget, the Mad Sun King's cruelty survives him. Even if we can trust Meridian.
Hello, Varja.
I've been waiting for someone to say that all.
A weapon that spits flame, huh? Like this one? I took this thing off an Oseram bandit. Think you could do anything with it?
You got my forge fire back? Well, if you took down Olgrid and his goons for this thing, I guess she's yours now.
Why don't you finish it for me first? Make her into the weapon she was supposed to be.
Thought you'd never ask. I'm gonna need a bellowback snout. Any bellowbacks will do. Can you handle it alone?
I think I can manage that. So, let's say someone you know happened to have a weapon like Araya's.
You don't.
See for yourself.
Of course. Look at the... So the coils generate the spark, but the power source isn't even bolted in. I won't lie. She's beautiful. But there's beautiful and then there's beautiful. What we need is a Stormbird talent.
Oh, fuck off.
Lightning flows over them like water off a goose. And I know where one is. Hunt it with me, I'll turn that weapon into your new best friend. And second best.
I've got a nice rail, just like Aratak's. You want to take a look?
Are you serious? Yes, I'd love that. Okay. Obvious design flaw. So if I replace these... Yeah, that should... Right. So, believe it or not, she's operating at, let's be generous, half her potential.
What's with the she's?
Oh, Pop says all weapons are girls. I don't think he realizes it's a compliment. Well, listen. If we had a Thunderjaw's mandibles to work with, her gears would be well and truly greased. And I know where to find one, if you want to go hunting with me.
So we need parts from a Stormbird and a Thunderjaw? And you know where to find them?
That's right. It's gonna take some traveling, though. We can find a Thunderjaw out in the Valley Meet, and a Stormbird roosts near the Free Heap. I'll pack and meet you out there. This'll be fun.
Okay.
Claws beneath. Already 6 years have passed since its last appearance.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
with passion. Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials. But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with his course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's Drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron. New metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
Don't take for granted that the Werak needs you. Prove to them that they do.
Now, I'm gonna be a bastard.
Now here's some company I don't mind.
Believe me. I'm not gonna be going up to the top there. I'm gonna finish it without yous. 'Cause in the morning, I'm gonna record a review. And around midday, I'm gonna record a review. And do you know what that review's gonna do? Give a quick summary to some stuff, but not all.
Oseram encampments creep closer to Banuk lands. They should exercise some caution.
Everyone has a skill they perform better than anyone else. Trick is finding and cultivating it.
So that's my normal bow. So you do 40, 65. What? I don't think you understand what I'm using now. I believe I didn't have anything on this. You need to become more powerful. Can I still not chop? Yeah, I'm looking at getting all the weapons as well, and then have a look at reviewing them in a way in the morning, and the armors, hopefully.
You who brought life back to the frozen Tallman. What in the world?
Oh, you only let me get one. I need a lot of blue gem. But yeah, I'm gonna save in the stream
Beg for rest. Tell them no.
because I need to get some sleep.